What'd you think?
Yo, I didn't know you was that fire. Listen, you gotta listen to this.
You got hit.
Yeah, you definitely got a hit. This was a good film. It was surprising, certainly from where we started to where we ended up, being almost, a PSA for women's safety. I was, it was surprising, but in a good way. the uh, the story all felt real and grounded for the most part. A lot of it just felt like, again, just think you could see a lot of this stuff transpiring. The performances were mostly very strong, and again felt accurate to the characters. And there's a lot of good use of lighting, colored lighting, and scenes to, I think, make more out of the settings than were possibly even available. And there was a good variety of settings. Really kept the dynamic. I tend to enjoy films where there's just a constant movement through scenes and doesn't stagnate or continue to go back to the same scenes. And this one delivers on that really well. And yeah, overall, it was just a really compelling drama.
Bad Deals. I liked this. I think the overall message was there as far as it's really unsafe, um, especially for women out there traveling alone, being alone anywhere, but especially traveling on your own. I think you have to be really aware and careful everywhere you go. And I think, this was an example. I feel like the examples of her coming out and being seen by this producer showed the, kind of inappropriateness in that business with women, but also then her traveling. I think it was separate from this woman now at her hotel trying to get her, you know, um, kidnapped or helping to get her taken. I don't think those two things were related. I think they were separate, which to me kind of, shows the situation even more, that you have to be careful out there, and unfortunately not trust everybody, even other females. I don't know what the knocking on the doors meant. I wish that was explained a little more. I feel like, what was the point of the different nights? Her, because she did go to the door and open it. So there was an opportunity there for somebody to get in. So I wasn't quite sure what that was about. There were some things that, weren't necessarily, I think, vital because they weren't explained, like that, for instance. But I think overall, especially with the end scene, we got the importance of being careful out there traveling on your own, and I thought the actors were good. So I wish you guys the best of luck.
This film has a great story about a type of a bad deal, especially the warning about women traveling alone and why we should travel in pairs because of the dangers that can happen. Because there are bad people in the world, and it has some great graphics and to show, especially with the women in the room and a woman in a cage at the end and stuff like that, and then the woman traveling with a friend to show that she's safe and fine, and that had she not been, she would have been in that scenario as well. That said, the dialogue was at times hard to hear because the score was so loud that it kind of overpowered the dialogue, and it was kind of a struggle to hear. So you kind of just had to fill in the blanks a little bit about what was going on with the story because you couldn't really hear it. It was a great score. It just needed to be tapered down a little bit. It's it had a great story. It felt like something that should have been on Lifetime, except extended for the full 2 hour length. It's because it's that warning that women need, that there could be kidnapping, rape, trafficking, the dangers that come with traveling alone. It has a great warning to it that women need. This film does need a little sound correction and color correction, but it's really that great warning and that story that really needs to be expanded upon, and it could be sold to something like Lifetime, that where it has that warning and the full length feature that a network like that would come with that warning that women really need when it comes to traveling alone with such a fictional narrative.